Question number 2, Honourable Pita Sharples.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister of Labour, what is he doing to improve industry standards and to resource safety inspectors appropriately in order to respond to the analysis from the Chief Coroner that the forestry sector that the forestry sector has the nation's highest rate of workplace injury deaths?
Honourable Simon
Speaker,
Bridges.
I thank the Minister for the question. This government released the approved Code of Practice for Forestry Operations in December last year, which clearly lays out what is expected of industry. And in August, I announced the Working Safer reform package, which will see significantly increased funding for workplace health and safety, and will especially target high-risk industries like forestry. On an operational level, as an example, I'm advised that in the past 10 weeks alone, inspectors have carried out 135 workplace assessments across logging operations nationwide, and this proactive enforcement work is continuing.
Supplementary
question, Honourable Pita Sharples.
In addition, what immediate initiatives has the Minister put in place on the ground to address safety standards in the forestry industry, given that 188 serious harm notifications were made last year, the highest number in the last 5 years?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Well, there are a number of initiatives, but I think probably the most significant on the ground, as the Minister has said, is the one where inspectors are going to every single forestry operation in the country. As I say, so far 135. By the time that's finished, and they're doing it with some pace, it will be some 300, and there's been a range of enforcement actions taken already, written warnings, infringement notices, and in some cases actually closing down the operations for safety reasons.
Supplementary question, Honourable Dr. Pita Sharples.
To the Minister, has the Minister received any feedback from the families who have lost loved ones in forestry accidents on what they recommend is needed to stem the tide of fatalities in the forestry sector?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Yes, I have had conversation by telephone, my constituent office, with whānau members of people who've passed away through forestry, and the message they give me loud and clear is that they want action, and that, I think, is what this government's delivering through the ACOP, through visiting every forestry contracting operation, and through WorkSafe New Zealand, which starts next month and is receiving, significantly more funding to deal with high-hazard industries such as, and importantly, including forestry.
Supplementary question, Darian Fenton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister, how can he insist that his ACOP is adequate when the 6th forestry worker killed this year was working in the pitch black of night, invisible to workmates, and the ACOP only says that, quote, where night work is required, the employer shall ensure that the level of illumination does not cause a hazard, close quote.
Speaker.
Honourable Simon Bridges.
I think the ACOP is necessary but not sufficient, and as I've made very clear, there are quite a number of other things we're doing. I think what is confirmed by the coroner's case study on forestry that Pita Sharples has referred to is that actually the things that are the focus of that ACOP, tree felling and breaking out, which contribute to a significant number of these fatalities, are the big issues and are what, as I say, the ACOP focuses squarely on.
Question number 3, Simon.